So Kodak Black, he's not doing too well in jail. Now, you remember the rapper Kodak Black, he ended up going to jail on federal charges. And he was charged at the time with unlawful possession of marijuana and a criminal possession of a firearm. Now, he was supposed to get 10 years, but he ended up being sentenced to 46 months in jail. Well, he had originally, said he has been living in hell at a federal prison in Kentucky due to beatings at the hands of the guards. He says he suffered mental abuse and religious suppression in a new lawsuit. So he's going after the Federal Bureau of Prisons, along with his director and the warden of the Big Sandy maximum security prison, claiming he's been tortured, he said, and his rights violated ever since he arrived there in October 2019. Now, according to the court records, it said the rapper's transfer was a result of an altercation he had with another inmate at the Miami prison, and the guard had got injured in this altercation. So he says he was transferred to that facility, and said as soon as he got there, he said the Big Sandy guards put a gang beating on him shortly after he arrived, allegedly as retaliation from the injured Miami prison guard, right? It said he claims the guards even flicked his testicles during the beatdown. Wow. Ugh. Well, some of the things, these people treat these jailhouses like the straight up plantations. I tell people that the 13th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution allows that, slavery in jail. Okay. Now, most of these people that, in this society, they're like, well, why should you be treated good in jail? Because they say all that mess because they know the jail system wasn't built for them. And they know they get around the jail system. They got to do so much stuff to even put them in there. But when it comes to us, I thought we have a Second Amendment. What do you mean unlawful possession of a gun with a Second Amendment? And marijuana is legal in so many states. You get what I'm saying? If you look at the situation of marijuana, the only reason I support marijuana being legalized is for the simple fact of stuff like this, that brothers don't need to be going to no jail for no marijuana. Come on, man. I mean, that's dumb. But see, certain people in this country can make millions of dollars selling marijuana, but a brother have it or a brother selling it and he want to lock brothers up. You know what I'm saying? So continuing. So he said the rapper also claims that he's routinely punished and mistreated for no legitimate law enforcement reason. He said he's been placed, by guards, in a backless gown on a 4-point restraint for more than 6 hours, no access to a bathroom. He said, according to the documents, it said this has forced Kodak to urinate and defecate on himself while the guards make jokes. It said he claims medical records show that his treatment also resulted in his mouth bleeding, lacerations, and vomiting. Now, you have to be some sick people to sit up there and watch a man defecate on himself, urinate on himself, and you're around watching that and laughing. I mean, you got some savages that work in these prison systems. Straight up savages. I'm telling you. And you have some of the most racist people working those jails. They get off to that, doing that treatment of black people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, listen, I understand people in jail, but you don't have to be treating them like that. Now, we don't know like the person he fought with, right? I mean, in jail, you got to defend yourself. You can't sit up there and let anybody do something to you. Now, it said the Big Sandy prison guard was also accused of putting Kodak Black on his knees, execution style, drenched in his underwear while soaking wet. And say while he claims that it caused him physical harm along with emotional distress and humiliation. So his lawyers is definitely following up on that threat to sue because he's also being denied a rabbi because they say Kodak Black is a Hebrew Israelite and his request to meet a rabbi is always being denied, but other inmates get to meet with clergy when they want to see one. So he's also suing to be moved to a lower security prison, and he wants damages and legal fees covered as well. So Kodak Black, he going through it. He really going through it. Like I said, the charges that he had, he didn't kill nobody. So, but like I said, this system that's in this country, we know, especially we just seen the situation of Breonna Taylor, is not on our side at all. It's not. I mean, the best thing, I say this a lot, and, some people, disagree with it, but I say, listen, if you want to stay on the hamster wheel that we are on in this country, where, at any moment you could be killed, no justice happen, people protest for you, then you wait for the next one. You know, settlement happen, then wait for the next one. I mean, it's the same hamster wheel. I mean, if you want to stay on that perpetually and say you're going to fight something that we've been fighting for 400 years and you're still on the hamster wheel, that's you. But what I always say this about celebrities or anybody that's making some money. It's no reason to be subjecting yourself to certain things, right? It's just no reason to. Have your options. Always, you know, do whatever you got to do, but just have multiple options where you don't have to hang around here and be subjected to these people and what they're doing. You know how they are. You know how they target brothers on a good day, especially when you start making that kind of money and doing certain things, you know, and I don't know why people get caught up with that stuff. Because my thing is, you're making money. Look, all you do is go to the studio, make your music, do your shows, go home. That's it. You ain't got to be involved in no drugs and no guns. You know, these people looking for any reason to get you. They always looking for any reason to get you. So brothers got to be much smarter than that out here. You know good and well we targeted. It don't matter how, if we got a blue collar job, if we are in the music, entertainment, whatever, we are targeted, especially the more money that you're making. So you got to move a certain way. You just have to. But that's crazy. Well, you know, I've heard these stories, though. I definitely heard these stories how these guards were retaliated. It's not just inmates, it's guards, too. But I hope the brother could, you know, come on out of this. And he probably going to definitely have a story to tell. But leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the situation with Kodak Black and what he's dealing with in federal lockup. Like I said, I hope he can win his lawsuit on that, because these people, like I said, they are dirty to the core. I've said this on my news channel. This whole system is wicked, corrupt, rigged, and we are literally silly to think that we're gonna reform this wicked, corrupt, and evil system.